Kane down to the inside. Reed tries to block him. 2.5 miles to a victory at the world center of racing.
And now we see the 22. He's on the 88's bumper, so they should have some momentum. It's just a matter of where it times out.
Reed up the track to block Kane. Crossover from the 88, but he cannot pull off the pass. Down the back straightaway.
What a great block by Reed. That was awesome driving there. Just barely squeezing in front of Kane.
Watch Austin Dillon in that high lane. Look at the 52 of Joey Gase right in the mix, looking for his second career top 5. The other came at Talladega. Off at turn 4. Kane looks inside. Reed protecting that double yellow line. 3 wide as they come through the tri-oval behind him. Reed looking for the checkers. He's going to get it. Second career victory at Daytona. And they're crashing as they come across the start-finish line.
It's over. Oh my God! That is a... I love you guys. Oh my God, we're gonna celebrate.
It hasn't been an easy task for him today, though. This is not the typical dominant performance we usually see by him. So he's done a great job getting his car turned around and one to go.
White flag is out. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. About a mile away from his 87th career victory, Kyle Busch out in front of Brad Keselowski.
We talked after practice yesterday, Chase. We didn't see a clear-cut favorite, and you're right. Kyle Busch just worked hard all day long to get himself in a position to do this.
Took Kyle Busch a long time to get his first Atlanta win. It came last year. Now he's going to go back-to-back. Kyle Busch in a familiar place. Victory lane at Atlanta Motor Speedway. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Here's Joey Logano into turn 1 for the final time.
I'm pretty sure that Credit One Bank at this point would like to see a big finish at the end.
I think they would. That would be a good finish for their driver. No caution, despite the issue down in turns 1 and 2. Larson closing in, but he's not going to get there. Logano 2-0 in the 12 car last year. He's going to start 2017 1-0. First start at Las Vegas. Joey Logano, a winner. And the white flag is out right now. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Last time Justin Allgaier won in the Xfinity Series, August 2012 at Montreal. 80 races ago. Came here today focused, knowing if he gets to victory lane, he'll be in the playoffs and have a chance at $100,000. What an incredible drive for the kid out of Illinois. The winless streak is over. Justin Allgaier back to victory lane, a winner at Phoenix.
That's a burst into the chase and a first down for cash. Awesome.
1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. 4 car links for Larson in front of Logano. Team Penske has never won here. And for Kyle Larson, trying to win for the 2nd time in Southern California, his home state, first career win, came here 3 years ago.
It'll be all about lane choice down here in turns 3 and 4. Larson lost some ground the last time through. Where does he go?
Joey's going to drive it in really hard in a lane up. He's going to try and get a big run here off the corner and maybe a draft down the front stretch.
Larson went low. Back to the line. Logano's got to run. Going to be a good finish here. Give it to Kyle Larson. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. It's sponsored by Credit One Bank. Mentioned he wrecked his primary car on the Monster Energy Series side. Had to go to a backup. Going to start deep in the field on Sunday afternoon. But he'll take with him some much needed confidence at a track where he has been so good over the years. He has tamed Texas again. Off of turn 4 to the checkered flag. Eric Jones a winner on this Saturday afternoon.
Of you and this race team. Been a lot of hard work, but we had us a dominant race car today. Thank you, JGR. Appreciate you.
White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
and maybe Eric Jones is driving scared.
Clear by 2. Keep getting it.
6 races in 2017. We hadn't had a repeat winner until today. Back-to-back, Eric Jones, a winner at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Justin Allgaier gets a good start here. He's going to be right on his door into the corner.
Oh, but Allgaier slips up in a great turn by Larson. Will they get off turn 2 without crashing?
Hemrick up to third.
No!
They're by the overtime line. No caution yet. Larson is out front. Caution is out now. Larson leading. Allgaier going to finish second. The white flag was in the air. No. We see the caution lights are on. They're waving the white flag, but not the caution and the white together. So the caution was out. We freeze the field. Kyle Larson was the race leader at the time of caution. Justin Allgaier was second. So Larson is going to collect his second victory of 2017. And Allgaier is going to finish second and win the Dash for Cash. Here they are to the white flag. 1 lap to go at Talladega, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Eric Almirola leading, but 7 of the last 8 races here have had a last lap pass for the victory. Elliott Sadler shoving Logano up the track. Almirola watching it all in his rearview mirror. He crosses over in front of Logano.
2 of those last lap passes, Adam, have been made by Elliott Sadler. Oh, they're crashing.
There goes Darrell Wallace Jr. Hits the wall hard. If the caution comes out, we'd freeze the field, but no caution yet. We'll see if they let him race back. Ryan Sieg sliding through the grass. Almirola out front. That's Sadler behind him in the 1. Eric Jones getting aggressive inside of Allgaier. Here comes Sadler. Can he get there? Logano outside. Here's the checkers at the line. Eric Almirola wins it at Talladega. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Can Ryan Blaney hang on? Harvick trying to chase him down.
Go by 3, no run.
Blaney hanging in the low lane. Career win number 5. Ryan Blaney does it at Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, Blaney, nice work. You are the man.
1 lap to go for Kyle Larson. White flag is out. Brought to you by Credit One Bank.
He doesn't need to pass Brennan Poole here. But he's going to anyways.
For good measure. A dominating day for Kyle Larson. Started on pole. Is going to lead 137 laps. 8th win of his career. Going to be his first at Dover. Kyle Larson does it.
The white flag waves as we have 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
And boy, do we have a race. Brad drove it in there hard, trying to get him loosened up.
See, Larson did a good job of maintaining control
of
his car, but he's got him. And this is where it's going to get big. He's going to pull back.
Here comes Allgaier on the outside.
Dragging you hard, right corner. Start getting up. Clear, 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 clear by 1.
What a move.
Look at that.
Clear by 1, 2.
And that was about as well timed of a pass as you will ever see. Brad Keselowski took the fastest car and just made an absolutely great pass with it.
Yeah, he just put the pressure on him. He took the air off the back car. He didn't hit him, but he did textbook pass right there. Took the air off of him, got him loose, moved him up the track, went on to win the race. Great job.
Brad Keselowski wins his 35th race, and most importantly, ends the 46-race losing streak for the 22.
Congratulations, man. Great job. Thank you.
1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Hamlin's got to run, Adam. Can he get Byron loose?
Right at your bumper here.
Little
yes, he
draft
did.
Coming off of turn 2.
Back looking bottom. Inside quarter. Inside quarter. Inside quarter. Speed smooth up top. Speed smooth up top. Dropping out back.
And here comes Elliott Sadler.
Smooth up top. 2 back to the top lane.
Three-man dance for the lead.
Still there inside quarter. Quarter. Keep coming.
Byron hanging on. Hamlin looking inside. Sadler's right there as well. Contact as they come off of turn 4. Back to the checkered flag. At the line, Denny Hamlin wins it by a nose. What a finish. And they're battling behind William Byron. We will see the white flag this time. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
Right now, he just needs to get this race car back around. He's so nervous. He knows how close he is to his first win at this moment.
Halfway down the back straightaway for William Byron. 1 week ago, had his heart broken at Michigan. Tonight, it's going to be all about a celebration. Career win number 1 for William Byron comes at Iowa.
Green flag back in the air, and already problems for Eric Jones, not able to get up to speed. We're in overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank.
We discussed fuel in the 20 right there. Looks like it just didn't go. Perhaps doesn't have any fuel or just an air pocket as the leaders go into turn 1. That has definitely hurt the outside line. William Byron now has the lead.
And right away, the 1 of Elliott Sadler jumped into that outside line. After William Byron had the lead, Elliott Sadler decided, I'm going to go for this win as well as they come to the overtime line. Owen wrecking behind them. The field, did they get to the overtime line before the caution came out? That will be the question.
Don't let them get to you.
William Byron was out front. The question is, did they get across the overtime line before the caution came out? We're hearing from NASCAR that they did cross. William Byron crossed the overtime line before the caution came out. William Byron is going to win this race. Back-to-back wins for the 19-year-old. He comes to the biggest venue in stock car racing, the world center of racing, Daytona International Speedway, and he becomes the youngest Xfinity Series winner at Daytona ever. The 19-year-old gets the win at Daytona.
It's all on you right there. Very veteran moves out there. Checker flag, man.
This time by, he will see the white flag. One more time around at Kentucky. That's 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Eric Jones, a valiant effort today, as has been with the 12 of Ryan Blaney. He makes the pass. He's going to try to get by Eric Jones going down the backstretch for the final time. That's a fight for second. While he does clear him, Ryan Blaney. Now, the closest car to the 18, but it's not close enough. Kyle Busch comes out of turn 4. He's going to win at Kentucky again.
Good job, Eric. Thank you, guys. Woo! Thank you, bud. Good job today. Good job, pit crew, everybody.
Well, this Cup guy has been incredible. Once again, a great battle building between Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch at the start of this race and throughout the first 2 stages, but then a late penalty for Brad Keselowski. Equipment leaving the box has really put the race back into Kyle Busch's hands convincingly. Under a lap to go for Kyle Busch, looking for his series leading 89th victory in the Xfinity Series as he comes out of turn number 4, a very familiar sight. Kyle Busch wins again at New Hampshire.
Nice job, boss. We'll pick one better next week. Good job, guys.
Byron just in front of Paul Menard. The two have separated themselves by almost 2 seconds. They're in front of Logano.
We've seen the advantage for Paul Menard is down the back straightaway. He's got to try to break even with William through 1 and 2 to get that big run down the back straightaway.
1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. The white flag in the air. Menard looking to the inside, then the outside. William Byron blocking both times before they got into turn 1.
Menard tried to get to his bumper, see if he could loosen him up right there at that point in time. Here's his last chance, really, of making this happen.
Got a good run off turn 2.
Down the backstretch they go for the final time. William Byron, a car length in front of Paul Menard. Byron now coming up on lap traffic. Will that affect him as they go through the final turn? He goes to the inside of the 52. Will Paul Menard have anything for him? Coming out of the front stretch, the first time he's ever been to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Will he be able to hold him off? William Byron wins at Indy.
Kyle Benjamin with a nose ahead. Who will have it at the stripe? Priest will have it. White flag is out. 1 lap remaining in Iowa.
I'm going to tell you, Ryan Priest and Kyle Benjamin have put on an exhibition here of how two young drivers should race each other. This is phenomenal. Benjamin got a great restart. Ryan Priest fired off perfect. Great run by these guys.
Ryan Priest said, "Fate will tell me if I meant to do this at a bigger level." Fate has decided Ryan Priest is going to win at Iowa.
Out of turn 7 to see the white flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Oh, big incident, turn 7. Coming on, that's Brennan Poole. The Ganassi driver, what has happened? Damage on the rear of the car. He's able to fire the 48 and continue.
As he continues on, Kyle Busch continues to pull away. Off turn 4 for the final time. Kyle Busch blowing them all out of the water here today in Watkins Glen, setting up for his final run through the bus stop.
That he is. He's going to have to negotiate past a little bit of debris here as he has a slow car of Ryan Sieg, the 39 that he's going to catch when he gets around to the other side of the carousel here. Hopefully be able to negotiate that with no problem as he coming to the exit. You see the 39 of Ryan Sieg has a tire coming apart, but it'll be no problem for Kyle Busch. He goes right around him.
Yeah, no problem at all. Kyle Busch now quite simply has to just make 2 corners. Don't make any mistakes. Drive in the corner easy, accelerate hard. It's not about lap time anymore. It's just about getting to the start-finish line.
Danny Sullivan owns the phrase spin and win, but that applies to Kyle Busch. He's never won here in Xfinity Series competition at Watkins Glen. Guess what? He has now. The 18 goes to victory lane.
Watkins Glen.
Rowdy has finally done it.
Here comes Sam Hornish. White flag. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank.
You get the white flag on an oval, you say, I've just got 4 corners to negotiate. A lot more here. You've got 13 of them. Sam Horner's done it pretty much flawlessly all day long. See if he can continue that.
Just under 2 miles remaining for the Defiance, Ohio driver. Said early on today to us, came here as a kid watching the races, and then became an IndyCar champion. Strong runs here in the open wheel categories, but never a victory in the Xfinity stock car since they've been racing here. He's been victorious on the ovals in Xfinity. Yep. But this is his home in so many ways. Now managing in the rhythm that has brought him to the front all afternoon long and kept him there. And Hemrick is a ways back. He'll have to hope for that mistake out of Hornish, but I don't see it coming. Coming through the final corners, lifting that left front. Now a right-hander through the carousel. And down to the final corners, tires barking. Sam Hornish under control. The left-hander to the checkers. Sam Hornish is going to win at home in Mid-Ohio.
The battle continues for position. Under a lap to go. The 18 of Kyle Busch. He's been dominant. This is the 186th lap that he will lead. The most important. Kyle Busch is going to win at Bristol again.
Good job, guys. Shattering the tires right there at the end.
It didn't matter.
Down to Canada corner, Matt Tifft applying the brakes, doing the shifting, getting just a little bit wide. Here comes Clements. We thought Tifft had lost it. He does not. A good corner for the 19. The 51 just behind. Coming to the final corner of the track. Great run for Clements. Does he do it here? Takes a look. And diving down to the inside, Jeremy Clements now contact with Matt Tifft. They both spin. How far back is Michael Annett? Michael Annett was running third. Tifft and Clements come together, coming to the white flag.
I think Clements is still going to have the lead.
He's got it righted. Jeremy Clements comes to 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. And there is Michael Annett. He was not close enough. He was about 10 seconds back in the 5 car, and he couldn't get there.
Does Clements have any damage to his tires, though, as he got off track?
Stephen Young with trouble. He'll get the 78 turned around. This is coming down to turn 5.
Clements has a huge lead, probably 20, 25 car lengths at least right now.
We began the day saying only a miracle would get certain drivers into the playoffs. Jeremy Clements was one of them. He's got the miracle in sight now. Can he keep it together? Mayhem in front of him. Other drivers, looks like tires coming apart. Got to be on your mind as you're trying to win.
I don't know what I was going through his mind. He's never won one of these races. He's on a road course. This isn't what he grew up doing or has that much experience at.
Jeremy Clements' best finish was on a super speedway where you have the advantage of the draft at Talladega to work your way through the pack. Here at Road America, it was one man, one machine, and a great strategy call for fresher tires at the end that put Jeremy Clements to the front.
Yeah, right now he just has to hold everything together. Don't push the issue right now. You've got everything right in front of you. You've only got about 5 more corners that you have to make.
Heading out of the carousel. Clements down toward the kink. He's got to get this one right.
Yeah, I'm sure they've told him he's got a nice lead. Don't push the issue.
Nice and smooth through the kink. Now lap traffic ahead. Coming down to the Canada corner and turn 12. Good smooth right-hander for Clements. Keeps the 51 looking solid. Next car back, Tifft, is not within sight. It's just up to Clements now to take it home with lap traffic, his only barrier between himself and his first victory in the Xfinity Series. Through the final corner, Jeremy Clements has made it. Just a couple of lap cars in front, but the 32-year-old from Spartanburg, South Carolina, has found his way into the playoffs by winning at Road America. Unbelievable finish for the 51 team and Jeremy Clements.
Denny Hamlin won the pole. Wasn't able to win either stage 1 or stage 2. A big run off of 4 by the 22 of Logano. White flag going in the air. One more time around. Here comes Logano. Exiting turn 2. A little wiggle by the 18. Will there be contact? Down the backstretch they go. Here comes Logano. He looks to the inside. Logano slides up the racetrack. He takes the lead, but Hamlin comes back on the inside. The crossover move. And Hamlin will win at Darlington.
What an effort by Logano to try to slide drive him. Denny Hamlin wouldn't have anything to do with it.
One more time around for Brad Keselowski as he will see the white flag.
White flag.
2.5 second lead over second place, Kyle Busch. It has been a perfect setup for Brad Keselowski. Didn't have the short run, but it didn't matter. When you have the longest run of the night come at the last lap, Brad Keselowski will win at Richmond. Kyle Busch sideways across the start-finish line, finishing second. This is a welcome sight. 1 to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Justin Allgaier able to go across the start-finish line less than 1.5 miles. Allgaier looking for his 5th career win in the Xfinity Series and the momentum that is going to propel him to a potential championship in the Xfinity Series. Justin Allgaier, after being relatively quiet throughout 2023, the major part of this race is the loudest at the end. Justin Allgaier wins at Chicagoland.
Who is that?
Well, he really has made it look easy. And when you have a good car, that certainly makes you feel a lot better as a driver and be able to make moves. But he's also, you could see him a couple of times whenever he got in positions in the first and second stage of running up on lap traffic and getting himself there. He just pulled the reins back a little bit and waited for the right opportunity.
The white flag was displayed. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Down into turn 3. Beautifully up off of turn 4. Tyler Reddick is going to get his first win in the Xfinity Series. And how about that? The 4th driver in 2017 to get their first win.
Closing in on the final lap, and 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Ryan Blaney, after taking the lead, has been up front 135 laps. The 23-year-old looking for his 6th Xfinity Series win. This is the 60th start. As he comes out of turn 4, Blaney is going to win at the Monster Mile.
Good job, guys. That's awesome. What a car.
On the right side of your screen, with 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank, Alex Bowman looking for his first win of the season in the Xfinity Series. Potentially looking for his first career win in the Xfinity Series as well, and this is his 51st start. Alex Bowman, the 24-year-old from Tucson, Arizona, will take over for Dale Jr., but right now he wins in Charlotte.
Thank you guys so much. I can't thank you guys enough.
Christopher Bell running second, closing in on the 20 of Eric Jones. Under 4 laps to go.
Look at the speed that Bell has in the middle of the corner compared to Eric Jones. Just destroyed him through the middle of the corner. Now he's trying to take a look.
He's got to run. He looks to the inside as they dive into turn 1. Christopher Bell takes the lead away, but here comes the 20. Contact made. The 20 into the wall. So's the 18. Smoke coming out the back.
Christopher Bell basically slid job Eric Jones, overdrove the edge of the corner, drove up in front of him. And Eric Jones didn't appreciate it, just stayed in the throttle and made major contact.
Slide job. I thought we were in Knoxville there, Jeff. He came right up and just parked it in front of the leader. He has every right to do it. But you mentioned it, Eric Jones didn't get out of the gas on purpose. Not happy about that move.
And he said so on the radio. He is not happy with young Christopher Bell. So this will be interesting post-race between the teammates.
Well, when Eric Jones has damage to his car, he's on the apron on the front straightaway, the right front. He has a flat. This may bring out the caution. I don't think it will.
He's going to try to stay on the apron and get back all the way around, which will be a long, long trip around for him to get to pit road, as we are now 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. The 14 sliding up the racetrack as well. That was J.J. Yaley. A half a lap remains for Christopher Bell, looking for his first career win in the Xfinity Series start. Through turns 3 and 4. Christopher Bell, the 22-year-old, comes back to the finish line. He'll win at Kansas.
Yeah, thank you guys.
White flag in the air, 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. 0.7 of a second separating 1 and 2. Eric Jones, again looking for his 3rd win in the Xfinity Series in 2017, and looking for the sweep here at Texas. Able to get the win in April. And now comfortably out front. He'll come in front of the grandstands again. The checkered flag goes to Eric Jones in Texas. 3 wide as they come out of turn 4. What a pass by the 18.
Get around this 00 now.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't need to. That's right. Just slow down. Don't get into a battle.
Up to the checker.
They need to stay the same. If they hold on, Daniel Hemrick.
They need to tell them what the situation is right here.
They're battling side by side for position. William Byron coming out of turn number 4. Byron is going to win, and Phoenix, the 21 of Hemrick, fighting to get into the championship 4, and he will do it as well. The 1 of Elliott Sadler, currently in the top position of the championship 4. Dave.
And Rick, he's told us repeatedly he wants to win this championship for his parents. They're somewhere here on the property watching this race. As you see the 9 get another run here. Can Elliott embrace everything his dad taught him he was a racer and hold off the 9?
Such a huge lead for Cole Custer as the laps continue to wind down. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Cole Custer trying to finish it out the 2017 season and win his first ever Xfinity Series race while he has a huge lead and looking dominant for the win today. The final time through 3 and 4. Stuart Haas and the Xfinity Series team looking for their first win. Cole Custer out of 4. He's going to win at Miami. And right behind him, Byron, the 19-year-old rookie phenom whose racing career started on a computer, is looking to win the 2017 title. Coming out of 4, William Byron is Xfinity Series champion.
Thank you, guys. Awesome job. Awesome job all year. I can't believe it. Wow. It's awesome, man. You're my hero. Yes!
Dale Earnhardt Jr., all smiles. Winning car owner. Saw Amy in the background, expecting their first child. Cole Custer's going to celebrate his first win. And what a dominant win it was for Cole Custer. Only 3 cautions came out this entire race. Cole Custer took advantage of that. He had a huge lead and never gave it up. And heartbreak for Elliott Sadler. Another also ran for the 42-year-old from Emporia, Virginia. A difficult night for Elliott Sadler as the closing laps came down. It was the 19-year-old of William Byron who shined tonight the brightest. Somewhere in that smoke is Cole Custer. Two celebrations simultaneously happening. The race winner, Cole Custer. The champion, William Byron.